You're watching the best of Christian and Lauren in the morning.
Today's hit music, Q92.
I hope you have an iridocyclitis day, Christian. Haha, kidding. But you need to play it. Well, I mean, it is one of the greatest memes of all time. One of the greatest spelling bees I've ever watched. I used to love the spelling bees. They still air them on ESPN?
I don't know.
Remember there was a girl that would cover her mouth and spell the word in her mouth before she would do it?
Well, I think that's
give her a word
smart.
and she'd
It's
be
like a test run. Yeah.
Like BLE. LCO. I loved it. I loved her. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is
You're
great.
not wrong now that you say that. You really are good at the impersonation.
So good. And the one kid that thought he had the word right but didn't.
And then when they
Remember,
said that they're wrong,
yeah.
they would have this look of
no,
what?
but he was like, yes, I know this. I know this. And then he missed it.
And they would be like, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
He was like that, and I felt bad because it really wasn't a cocky kid. It was a happy kid.
Like he was excited because he really thought he nailed it.
He wasn't like, ha ha. He was like, yes.
Yeah.
Can I find it real? I don't know what the hell you type in. Spelling bee.
Yeah,
kid thought he knew.
Right. What's that Google search look like?
I don't know. I go to YouTube. Spelling bee.
Were you ever in a spelling bee?
Kid. No, but I've said this over the time I've been on Q92. I know I've said this a million times. I wanted to be in it every year. I literally.
Well, then why weren't you?
I lost.
Oh, I see.
You did the
you
spelling bee
pre-qualified in your classroom, right?
I never won in my class.
Oh.
But I was pumped when it was time every year, and I was like, this is it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can do this. And I would get a little bit far. Like half the class would be sitting down because they're done. I'm like, oh man, never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
I always got
always won it. Vince Tornacasa always won it.
Oh.
Vince, I hope you're doing well, you and your family, but damn you.
I believe it was Iri Hashimoto who always won in our class. I got pretty far in the classroom spelling bee, though. I was proud of that.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on, let me wait for an ad, I'm sure. Hey, hello, Hertz. Okay. This kid, it's a famous clip on spelling. It's matter of fact, this clip alone, I don't know who posted this, 5.6 million views.
Okay.
So the kid comes up and he thinks he knows the word. And again, it's not out of arrogance. It's out of happiness.
Excitement.
Here's Jacob again.
Deep breath.
Kabara Goya.
Kabara Goya. I knew it. I totally knew it. Okay. Kabara Goya. Cabaragoya. Kabara Goya. What?
Kabara Goya is spelled Kabaragoya.
What? Yeah, he lost.
That's what I'm saying. They're always surprised, you're wrong. Reread it.
It was a K, not a C. Poor kid.
Yeah.
I was about pen pals for a second while we have a few minutes. I really do.
I know.
And I actually have heard of this before, but I never really stumbled and actually went to the webpage. And I'll tell you, it's very interesting. And it all somehow leads back to Jake.
Doesn't it most of it?
Yeah, and it's always when you least expect it, too.
I know. When yesterday he just kind of busted something out of left field, and I'm like,
huh.
What'd you say?
So I forget if it was in my newsfeed for Facebook or Instagram or even X. I don't remember, but I saw jailbabes.com. Now, when you hear that, you think porn. No.
No, it's not.
It is zero porn.
Yeah.
Not at all. What is jailbabes.com? Some of you right now are going, oh, I know, pick me. Well, for those of you sitting in your chairs going, I have no earthly idea what the hell jailbabes is, because it sounds like porn, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what I mean? It's just when you say it.
Like role-playing or something
like, were
weird
you on
and kinky.
jailbabes.com at work? I was.
Right. You're
It
fired.
is women in prison that are seeking pen pals.
Yeah.
And they're able to post pictures of themselves and descriptions and everything.
Yeah. It's odd.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they even break them down by age on this website, where you can look for girls. The breakdown is 18 to 23, 24 to 26. That's an odd bracket. 27 to 29, 30, 32, 30, and it goes all the way up to 51 plus. So all these women are in jail, and they'd like someone to talk. Listen,
And like none of them are in jumpsuits or like striped
no,
outfits.
these
They're
are
in like
pictures from like your Facebook profile.
before they hit the clink.
Yes. For instance, I just clicked on Summer. Her name is Summer. Love the description. Read this yesterday. I was like, well done. Hey, y'all, my name is Summer, but they call me Yummy Summy. Love, loyalty, and respect is what I live by. I'm a queen lioness, and I'll protect the ones I love. I'm a fun-loving, outdoorsy type of girl. I love to be adventurous and also enjoy being just laid back in a hammock. I love to be spontaneous, too, and just jump in the car and go, not knowing where we might end up, like prison. I'm sweeter than honey, but meaner than a yellow jacket. So if I sound like your kind of tea, hit me up. Looking forward to hearing from you. And it tells you her full name. It tells you even where she's incarcerated. This girl, let me see where she's at. Her earliest release date is March of 2026. She's born in 94. Tampa, Florida is where she's in jail. And it doesn't say what they're in jail for.
Okay, unless they say, because like I'm looking
Some
at
they
one
do.
now. This is Daphne from West Virginia.
Yeah.
And she says an assortment of schedule, 1 narcotics plus a few guns equals 121 months in federal prison. I strongly question their math, but whatever. Not only am I
like it. I like it.
Not only am I a genius entrepreneur and rowdy heroin addict, I'm a graffiti / new school artist with perfect teeth and bulletproof charisma. Try me. And she gets out in 2030. That's her earliest release date.
Okay.
She does have a high school diploma. She worked as airport staff prior to incarceration.
There you go.
And in prison, she has learned to be an artist, a muralist. She's learned to cook. She loves learning about plumbing and reading and writing. And you can actually email with her if you don't want to get out your quill pen and a piece of paper.
Got time on their hands. It might be nice to hear.
She's
from
actually
someone.
a really cute girl, Daphne is.
I think Summy Yummy. Now, what's interesting, I don't know what she got charged with, but her one picture is her in scrubs with a medical ID badge. It makes me like go
wonder
towards
about like art narcotics or something.
Were we maybe taking things from the hospital we shouldn't have? And that's me assuming. And you know what they say about assuming. You're probably right.
I found a girl that's finishing while she's incarcerated her degree at Ashland University.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. Activities in prison for Summy Yummy: working out, playing cards, reading, writing, music, etc. Anything else? She wrote staying out of trouble, LOL. Sense of humor.
That counts for something.
So there's a bunch of these all over the country. And then, as we talk about this, of course, out of nowhere, Jake says, oh, yeah, I almost did that.
Yeah.
So you found this before.
And that's when everybody was like,
not this specific website, but years ago when I was in my sad boy phase, I thought about
Your what?
Yeah,
my sad boy phase.
Sad boy phase.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
okay.
So-
I thought you said side boy face at first. I'm like,
No,
Should have moved some furniture.
I didn't think about that.
You
I thought
think-
about going to a jail website and finding a pen pal.
Yeah. Oh, much better
Okay,
idea.
right.
Much better idea than putting the couch on
Brilliant.
the other wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. So you looked into it?
I looked into it. I never did it. I think what made me not do it was I think you had to pay to do it. And I was afraid that once these people get out, they could find me. And I didn't want that. So I was trying to find people that
Well,
had like
yeah.
several life sentences. I was trying to find like people like
So there
that.
was no
chance
chance?
for them to come and get me.
Like, can I get only murderers so that way I know they can't get out and come
So
and kill me?
here's the thing. Like, you could probably converse with somebody. It would be better to converse with them through the jail software where they have access to email. Because then you don't have to tell them where you're at and you don't have to use your real name.
That's true.
I say this only because
Catfish.
I have conversed with someone who's been incarcerated through the jail email system. And the prison guards, like they have someone who their job is to read those emails before they give them to the inmate and to read the emails that the inmate's sending back to you.
Yeah.
We got to look for code words.
Well, they do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's their entire job is to check the communication system,
Yeah.
making sure nothing is being relayed or planned or, whatever.
Yeah. I'm bringing you some magazines and not knives.
Yeah.
I'm bringing you a cake. There's nothing hidden inside it.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, anything like that. But, mine was for work, actually. I mean, one of my coworkers I guess you could say, was incarcerated for a while, and that's how we had to use inmate mail. I mean, it's
Listen,
It's
we've
a
gotten
thing.
mail here at the station from prisons.
yeah, we have.
We have.
I know.
I mean, listen, not everyone that's in jail is a terrible, terrible person. Jake, you got a shout out?
I got to shout out Daddy David for taking me to Kalahari.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
shout out.
Did you call him
Absolute-
Daddy David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hold on. We're gonna pause the music on
That
that one.
wasn't just me.
We're gonna pause the music on that one. I'm gonna take a moment to process that. If you could all just talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'll ask.
Did you share a room?
So you call Star's father, who is the father of your girlfriend, you refer to him as Daddy David.
Yes, I do.
All right, we'll be right back. All right. Okay. So let's start here. Why?
Well, because his name's David, and
Oh, okay.
Given.
Checks out.
he doesn't like to be called David. He likes to be called Dave. And then he also doesn't like when people say daddy. So one day I jokingly
bet he
called
doesn't.
one day
I'll bet he doesn't.
one day I jokingly called him Daddy David, and then it stuck, and now he calls me Jakey Poo, and now it's just our thing.
Okay. Are you dating the
Oh,
father
boy.
or the daughter at this point? What are we doing?
No.
What are we
Do
doing?
you do this exchange in public?
Sometimes.
Like you might have somebody coming to your house to investigate or asking to see your computer.
No.
Better clear that browsing history, Jake. What? How did that modem get in the microwave? That is weird. So you call him Daddy. You can say hello, Daddy David,
Yeah.
and
or
he says to you, "Hello, what?"
Jakey Poo.
We'll be right back. Okay. All right. Okay.
I can't.
Well, I've got something to talk to the therapist about now. Okay. Hey, to each his own. Who am I to judge? Does
My
he
stomach hurts.
does he by chance own leather chaps?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Well, that's good. Wow. Didn't expect that to come out of your mouth today. So there we go.
He was all excited to give a shout out, and that's what we focused.
Well, it's kind of hard to just zoom past that.
Well, but I said so. I didn't think you caught it, and I caught it, and it just struck me funny. I'm like,
Oh, wow. Someone just texted in a bunch of crying, laughing emojis. Someone else wants to give one a shout out. I'm struggling to get back to where we were. What was your craziest day at any job you ever had? I had a couple. Not so much here, but at my other one in Youngstown. I'll say the craziest day is when the police escorted one of my coworkers out of the building. Like came in, escorted. I was told to stay in the production room and not come out
oh,
until it was okay.
was it? It wasn't here.
Oh, I just said it. I was in you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. There was. I think I've told this story before, but there was a salesperson. Now he was a very large man.
Okay.
Not only was he big in like girthness, but he was like
Did you just say girth?
girth.
Okay.
He was like 6'6".
Yeah.
So like Paul Bunyan like man. And he was alleged. There were some websites where you order dates with women. And apparently they were
He was ordering some dates with women.
well in places where he was going to do quote sales calls.
Oh.
And unfortunately, a little oversight that he made is that his office had a window and his computer faced the screen faced the window.
They didn't have like IT that like all of a sudden was like, zing, somebody's doing something they shouldn't.
Female, I believe, one or two female employees saw it, went down, and they did some investigation. I don't think it took too long, because I believe this is true too. It was also on his favorites tab.
Oh, let's bookmark that for later.
It wasn't like, all right, we need a real good computer guy to dig in and see what we can find. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was police escorted out, and I was told to stay in the production room and not come out until I was told.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at the time I had no idea. I just get told, hey, stay in here, don't come out till I tell you. And that was it. And the door shuts.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I did come out. And then I saw 3 police escorting out. There was no tussle, there was no physical, but that was an odd day.
Yeah.
That was a very odd day at work. You don't see that a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah. You have a crazy day at work? Your craziest day at work?
You have no idea. I can top yours.
I'm sure.
I just feel bad, like, saying it because everything's fine, like, and this person's a really good person, but I would have to say, like, truly, everybody makes mistakes, but
absolutely.
It was probably the day that the owner of our company got arrested, and I was in charge of PR and marketing. That was probably one of those days where I was like, oh, like,
just like staring at the like empty press release with your computer, like,
how do I put this? Well, and then press started showing up at our business. So it was like we had to close and lock doors and no statements until we had a professionally drafted state. Like that was probably the and it was emotional too, because I loved the guy. Like he was, he was a great person, made some mistakes. I mean, but yeah, that was, that was probably my biggest, oh my God, day at work.
I was for real scared. I just wish I was given more detail.
Yeah.
I came in and my boss at the time, and he had a very serious look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I knew immediately he was not playing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, stay in here. Don't come out till I tell you. And my first thought was like, well, if I'm in here, I'm kind of trapped.
This kind of sounds like, this kind of sounds like when my sister told my parents she was pregnant. And all I did was come down the stairs, and my dad turned around and he was like, stop where you are, turn around, go back upstairs. We'll let you know when your ride's here. Like, because I was waiting for a friend to pick me up. I was like, okay.
Upstairs I go.
Right.
Jake, do you remember a craziest day at one of your jobs? Like it was just like, you went home almost like, what was that?
I can't top yours, but when I was working at McDonald's, I got an ice cream cone thrown at me.
Are you serious?
But was it someone like a customer or like a coworker?
No, it was a customer.
What were they mad about?
They ordered an ice cream cone and like a large fry with no salt. So we had to make the fries fresh, like as you do.
Was it my mom?
And then I gave her, no, I can tell you it was not.
My mom always orders no salt for fresh fries.
I know who this lady is.
It irritates me.
Yeah. So I gave her the ice cream cone, and I was like, go to the next window and we'll give you your fresh fries. But she ordered them together because she wanted to eat them together. But by the time we gave her fries, her ice cream cone was melting, and she was mad about that. And I was like, well, that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone.
Wait. You said that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone?
Yeah. I didn't know if I said it was my fault, but I did say, well, if you would have ate it, it would have been melted. I think I did say that.
Okay. I can't see you being like, too bad, lady, eat it.
Well, I was, because she was already on my nerves, because she was asking, are these fresh? And then I was like, yes. And she goes, no salt. And I was like, yeah, no salt. And then she said that there was salt on them, even though there wasn't.
But here's the thing about McDonald's. You guys salt it in like that big area. So even if you don't salt the fresh batch, tell me there's not salt still on the bottom. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
You're going to get some.
Exactly.
So did she hit you with it?
Yeah. So she gave me attitude, and then I told her.
In the face?
No, she missed. Well, because it was during COVID, and we had like a little plexiglass protector over
so that protected your face.
Yeah, and then she got mad, and then I told her that I would give her a new fry, and then she walked up to my window. I forgot she wasn't even in the car because her husband was driving, and so she got out of the car and walked up to the window, and so she was standing next to the window, and then the window closed, and she took her hand shoved it open, and I was like, no, enough. So I gave her money back, and I said, get out. I said, leave, and then she took her money, and then she yeeted the cone, and it hit me.
Did you say yeeted it?
Yeah, she yeeted. She yeeted the cone.
That is fantastic.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeeted the cone.
I understand about service and frustration and all that kind of stuff, but when did we as a society decide that it was acceptable to assault people with ice cream cones over, to me, something that's so trivial? Because most of the time, if you have like a delay in your food or you have an issue with it or it's cold, like they'll make it right. You just go in and be nice about it.
Yeah, a lot of times they will. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was
a good one, Jake. Ice cream.
I would
thrown
have
at you.
loved to have like stood there and watched that go down. I mean,
So-
I'm glad she didn't like get you in the face or, something
Yeah.
highly embarrassing, but
That's
you
good.
handled it right.
A molecular biologist made headlines for his highly controversial artificial womb concept. This is what he originally
Artificial wound?
womb.
Oh, wound.
This is what he originally became. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? He has a new design, the world's first head transplant system.
Get out of here.
Hashem Al Ghalia, a Dubai-based scientist and filmmaker. He's now aiming to help push forward the idea of transplanting a head onto a donor body for people suffering from cancer or paralysis. He recently released a video explaining the tech, which dubs Brain Bridge. It's getting a lot of attention online.
I understand that, but once you sever the nerves in the neck and everything, aren't you paralyzed from the waist down?
Brain Bridge's proposed head transplantation process involves attaching a patient's head onto a brain-dead donor body with the goal of preserving the patient's consciousness, memories, and cognitive ability.
I call BS.
He said the procedure could be available within 8 years
You want to know how we end up with
Hey.
zombies?
thanks to the integration of advanced robotics and AI.
This is how we end up with zombies. Real life zombies.
Not zombies, my guess, cyborgs.
Whatever.
We're going to get cyborgs. That's worse to me. Cyborg, you can't shoot a cyborg. Ting. Because metal, but you see RoboCop?
They bomb them.
There's gonna be a bunch of RoboCops running around. Be a
No, I
bunch of
was
Johnny
thinking
Number
RoboCop.
Five, Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Remember that movie? There's
I
a,
do.
there's
That
a
was the
throwback.
old one.
Number 5 is alive. You're like, what the hell? I'm telling you, cyborgs. This to me is cyborgs. RoboCop is going to happen.
This is not good.
I don't think. And again, this is coming from someone who has no expertise in anything really. So I have nothing to base this on, but I don't see how you're going to take a head and put it on another human's body. But I could see you taking that head and putting it on some type of exoskeleton robotic body, aka RoboCop in real life. I could see that. That to me is more believable than
What's his name?
then I die and Jake needs a body and they cut his head off and put it on my body.
Yeah.
I could see a lot more if they put. I'm a robot.
There's so many loopholes here. I mean, because what if you're 87 years old and you have a bad heart, and you want a transplant or something like that, but you still have the same shell and a bad heart. You see what I don't know. Like,
Imagine having like an 80-year-old head on a 25-year-old body.
oh, that'd be weird.
That'd be awesome.
Like a banging body and like a really old looking face.
Get over here, whippersnapper. Huh? What else did
Look at
Dr.
that.
Frankenstein have to say? Someone said on the text.
Exactly.
Just telling you what I was reading. Again, with the integration of advanced robotics and artificial intelligence, he thinks in 8 years
No,
he can have this ready to go.
he's delusional, and someone gave him a head transplant, and that's why he's not making any sense. I'm sorry. How
listen,
long
is
did
it
it take us
weird?
to do the first facial transplant? And that didn't go. I mean, it happened, but they didn't look normal.
Well, someone had to be patient. One, you know what I mean. Your cookies don't come out great the first batch you ever make. You got to get
Sometimes they do.
You got to get good at it. Okay, well that guy kind of messed up his first batch. Okay, what are you gonna do? I'm sure he's better now, but I'm telling
I don't
you,
see people in the news getting face transplants all the time.
cyborgs. I'm telling you, cyborgs. This could happen.
No, I say
I'm gonna
zombies.
put this. You can't make a zombie because you're not gonna put a human body on another human. You're just not. You know how long you'd have to be sitting there connecting nerves and stuff and testing them out?
That's why when you said this, I was like, wait a second. There would be paralysis involved.
How much would it screw with your mental status to wake up with someone else's body, tats, piercing, etc.? I don't know.
Yeah,
If
that
it was
would
your
be-
only option, if it was that or death or paralysis,
Well, you're already going to have paralysis because they're going to go shunk, and chop your head off and put a new one on.
listen, I don't have the logistics. I just know he thinks he can do it. But now, to me, that tells me cyborgs will happen. Now I'm putting cyborgs in the same pile as the dinosaurs will be back,
Which is also bad news.
and robots will take over the world.
20 years is going to have people with different heads on their bodies and dinosaurs wreaking havoc.
Real quick, because we're late. But here's a positive. Let me give you a positive spin. Because I do believe the robots and AI are going to try to take over. But if we get to this technology and we get enough people to become cyborgs, we'll have like robots, good robots, with human stuff that will fight on our side against the robots. The old feed of the Book of Faces. A break for turtles picture.
Yeah.
It says break for turtles. If you see a turtle on the road, slow down, pull over to the side of the road, and when it's safe, help them across in the same direction they were going. Use both of your hands to hold them at the sides near the end of their shells and lift them up to move. Always keep your hands away from their faces. Never pick them up by the tail. You can damage their vertebrae. Save a turtle, be conscious of wildlife, and slow down. Now, I have driven for many years in life. I have come across possums, raccoons, deer, dogs, cats. I even think one time I saw a bobcat, possibly a little bear.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever geese, ducks. I have never in my life come across a turtle crossing the street.
I haven't just recently.
A turtle.
Mm-hmm. Like a couple weeks ago.
What road was this?
It was the road leading up to our house.
Are you sure it was a turtle?
Oh, we're positive. We waited until he got across the road. Like I stayed there so no cars would come and hit it.
Jake, have you ever
I think I talked about this.
She did. I have not. My brother this weekend saw 2 turtles.
I think Nicolina saved one this weekend too.
A turtle?
Yeah.
In the road?
Mm-hmm. It's a thing.
Never in my life have I witnessed this.
But do you
I've
know
been
what?
alive for many years. I'm an old man.
Are you going to tell them what you said off air though?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I would think, now listen, there's probably a limit, but I would think a turtle could take a hit.
I said, what do you think that their shells are made out of?
I don't know.
Shatter
It's
them
pretty,
like a chip.
it's pretty. You ever knock on a turtle shell?
I get
Pretty
that.
solid.
A little knock is different than a vehicle that weighs.
Okay, a semi truck, no, it's probably going to be dead.
I don't care if it's a Prius.
I
It's
would-
going to kill it.
No, I would think a Honda
Geo
Accord.
Metro?
I would think a Honda
would kill
Accord
it.
would not kill it.
Yes, it would.
Yes,
it would.
I don't know. I don't know. Some of these
150%.
turtles- I was at the Akron Zoo and they have this turtle that's like 100 and some years old, almost 200. That shell ain't cracking. That ain't cracking. Not for a Chevy Cobalt.
Okay, but why would anyone want to run over a
Well, I'm
turtle
not
to
saying
find
you
out?
want to, but I'm just saying, A, I didn't realize this was an issue with turtles.
Yes, of course it is.
I've never seen one on the road in my life.
They've got to travel too.
And B, I do believe that at some level they could take a car. Not, again.
No.
Can they take a tank? No.
Maybe like a little
no.
Tykes car or something.
No.
Yes. Christian, if
think
you
we're
stepped on a turtle, you would break its shell.
First of all, no one would ever step on a turtle. That's like the cruelest
Someone
thing.
might run one over.
If they saw it in time and they just, I think they'd be okay.
I don't think so. I think they'd be flat as a pancake and it'd be awful. Speaking
No.
of, yes. Do you want to know what happened this weekend?
With a turtle?
A frog.
Well, now a frog's going to die if you run it over.
Oh,
You
yes.
know what I mean? Yeah.
So Saturday night, we hung out. We were doing our whole Memorial Day celebrations, whatever. My daughter got bit. My daughter is allergic to mosquito bites. So the minute she gets one, she like swells and she gets that red ring around it that kind of swells too.
Okay.
So we had to go home and get her medicine to put on it.
Fair enough.
When we got home, my son ran home with us too because he wanted to grab a couple things from the house. When we got home, there was a toad. My son saw it and it was a big toad. And so all I did was I walked into the garage and I grabbed a shovel and all I did was like bang it a little bit behind him and he was like, boom, boom, boom. And I got him to hop into the grass. So I'm like, you're in the clear, dude. Stay out of the driveway. It's dangerous. So anyhow, we come home like an hour and a half later for the night. And my husband let us all out of the car before he pulled the car into the garage. And my son and my daughter and myself were standing there. And all of a sudden we hear this.
Your husband ran over the frog that you saved? Oh.
He sure did. And then the saddest part was there was another smaller one that was like standing there, like staring, like, I swear it had that look on his face, like, what did you do to Thomas? Like, you know.
Carl? Carl, you all right? So how about this? Yesterday, I was falsely accused of a crime.
Okay, but to be fair, like I actually almost believed it for a second. I was like, and if that's the case, I was a little like impressed by you. Because I'm like, how does
Fair
this?
enough.
How would this ever even happen?
I
You have globally affected the plumbing of the world. Like,
I mean, here's the short of it, folks. I went home yesterday and I decided to take a poo. Like you do. Nothing felt different. It didn't feel any more impressive than any other bowel movement that I've
it
had
was
over
just
the
a normal
years. It was
day.
Normal poo to me, actually good consistency. It looks
Doing
healthy.
Your post-work poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I flushed said poo and went about my day. Didn't think anything of it.
Until
Later on, I went to the sink and we had no water pressure. Like nothing was
why
coming
aren't you
out.
playing Water Runs Dry or something behind it?
Water runs dry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
That's a good song. That's an underrated.
Yeah, I agree.
So I go, and I'm like, we have no water in the house. And I go, Jamie, because she's the man of the house that fixes things. I go, Jamie, there's no water coming out of the sink. I hear, what? Like there's no water coming out of the sink.
Right, which is the problem.
And she begins to tell me that one of my poos is turtle heading.
Ew.
It must not have went all the way.
It clogged the toilet. You clogged.
What she believes that it didn't go all the way, and that maybe it clogged it. And we're looking, and I grabbed the plunger. I did some plunging. Little guy didn't want to come out. Look, I mean, it was like Groundhog Day, and he didn't want to come out and see a shadow. But I could see him only from an angle. Kind of had to stand and do it to see him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just barely. Kind of like if you were in an aquarium and the eel is in the. You know what I mean?
I got it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Jake, you got the visual?
I got it.
All right. So we go around, we're looking around the house. There is no water in the entire house. And now I'm being accused by my fiance, who I love, that I have clogged the toilet so terribly that all water to our house has been stopped. Because she Googled it, and it did say a clogged toilet, although not every time, can in fact could shut down all water in your house.
Okay. When I first saw your status, I was like, can you even do that? No. He's being
I
he's
didn't think so.
exaggerating. That can't happen. And then like you kind of have this moment of like, can you?
It's not necessarily common, but it can happen.
Okay.
So now I'm sitting out there, playing with my son, realizing like, has my poo stopped all water in my house?
Jimmy won't get his bath tonight.
Can no one shower? No one can shower. No one can get a drink of water. No one can we can't make a bottle. You know what I mean? Like for the boy, all because of my poo. So I'm sitting there. There's a little bit of guilt and shame. Not too much. It's funny, but a little bit of guilt and shame. I'm sitting here going, and I'm like, you want me to call a plumber? She's like, no, I'll figure it out. And I'm sitting here thinking, what? If there's a real problem, we need a plumber out here.
Yeah.
We can't go days without water,
No.
regardless of whether my poo has caused this problem. We need to get this fixed. And later in the day you go, the chance of a plumber coming out to your house is not very good.
No, yeah.
But
Or if they do, it's going to be real expensive.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I don't run this show. I'm Robin, you're Batman. If that's what you want to do, fine. So I'm sitting out there and I'm like, man, this really sucks. She's laughing. She thinks it's funny. And then I'll be damned if she doesn't get a text that the apartment complex next to our condos had a water main break and water had to be shut off for a second. As a matter of fact, we have a boil alert for the next 3 days.
Well, that sucks too.
So my poo did not shut down the water in the whole house.
Just tell me you went and got like bottled water for Jimmy's bottles. And,
We had to.
Yeah.
I had to go to Meijer. I had to go and get a couple cases of bottled water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not me. It was not my poo. Now, should my poo have gone all the way down? Probably. Did she end up being the one to plunge it enough to where it went down? She was, not me.
The fact that your mind went to, I just shut down water service
I really thought
to
I
my
did.
house.
I really thought I did. I didn't, though. There was a water main break that shut down all, and that's probably why my poo didn't leave.
Could be because it didn't have
Didn't
as
have-
much water pressure.
Nowhere to go.
Could be. It was like bad
Stop.
timing.
Poor guy was probably sad that these. I mean, I imagine to poo, it's like going down a water slide. You know what I mean? Whee! They want $250K for a house in the hood of Alliance. Listen, I lived in Alliance. And I actually enjoyed living in Alliance.
There's
No,
some
I
really
was-
nice areas out here.
I had a house in Alliance, and I thought it was very. I had no problems, no issues. I did find a Walgreens shopping cart in my yard one day when I came home from work. I will say that happened. Other than that, the apartment complex was pretty much quiet next to me. The older couple next to me on the other side, they were lovely. The car wash always gave me entertainment. You know what I mean?
You got to watch a music video get shot there.
I did see a rap music video get shot there. It was fantastic.
Right. You had a front row
I still
seat.
remember that.
Yeah.
They were on the hood. I was hearing the music, and that was not weird for me because a lot of people blast their music when they're cleaning their car out. So that wasn't odd to me. I've heard
I do that.
country
I turn my
music.
car
Yeah.
on it while I'm cleaning it.
I've heard country music, hip hop, hard rock. I've heard it all
Yeah.
when I lived in that house in Alliance. But I just happened to get up because the bass was really thumping. I was like, oh. I looked up, and then I see like the girl and the guy, and they're dancing, and the guy's running around him with the camera. I was like, wow.
Did you then tape them taping the video?
No, I
'Cause-
didn't. I should have.
Yes.
I should have. I saw a car wreck at that car wash.
Oh boy.
That was fantastic.
What? What?
A couple. No, I'm not kidding. I watched this happen. A couple. I started to hear shouting. I got a couple minutes. I heard shouting. So I'm like, oh, well, my windows are open. Let's see what we can see.
Nosy Nancy
You know,
over
so
here
I look
speaking.
across the street, and I see a mother who got out of her car yelling at a couple that are in the car wash stall.
How did you know it was a mother?
Because I saw her. She got out of the car.
Does she just look like a mother, or she had a kid?
Totally like a mother.
Okay.
100% like a mother.
Okay.
She was yelling, and I heard things back and forth, but I couldn't. I made out a few F words, but I heard, but I really couldn't tell what was happening. So then I watched him peel out of the car wash stall.
Okay.
Peel out. So much so that he went around the corner of the building, lost control of his car, and crashed into the brick wall of the car wash. But then, on top of that, then he backed up and drove off.
Oh my gosh.
And I think I even in my house went, that was awesome.
I wonder if they ever caught him. He
They
damaged the
did.
car wash.
No, they did.
Okay.
They did. So I had to speak to the police about it.
Oh, you were a witness.
I knew the cops.
Oh well.
They were like friends of mine. So I was like, well,
I did in fact see what happened.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. They got cameras over there, but yeah, I mean, yeah, there's some stuff went down just now.
Yeah.
Clearly, you could see the brick is damaged.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nope, I'm leaving.
You do, but I mean, not only do you have to work crap hours, it's kind of a dangerous job too. I mean, someone's got to do it, so thank God for you. But
I would kind of like to do the traffic guy, the guy that puts up, that switches it between slow and stop.
do you know what I also
Love
thought?
that.
You know what I always thought would be a fun job to like shadow or like just do for a day?
I would want to do it with a chair. I would want to stand the whole time. Give me a chair. and
Christian.
I would need a chair.
Get
There's
out
no
of here.
reason you can't have a chair for that job. You're literally twisting a sign from side to side. The one side says slow, one side says stop. Why can't I sit down and do that in a comfy chair? I'd bring an office chair. Roll my ass right out
And
there.
you'd fall asleep, and that would be the
I
problem.
could
Next
fall
thing you
asleep.
know, there'd be accidents.
Well, I'd rather fall asleep rather than standing up having a back issues all day. You don't think their legs and
I
back
think your
get tired?
employer, if you were a flyer, would be more concerned about safety and not your back.
I'm just saying it. You can't tell me it doesn't hurt their feet.
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Those
Wear good
boots aren't
shoes.
that comfy.
Maybe they are. I think air yachts are really comfy. Anyhow,
I'd have some Skechers.
you know what I always would want to do? Just for a day, I think. Actually, I might fall in love with it. Maybe switch careers. But have you ever wanted to be one of those air traffic people that, like, when the plane is, like, taxing, you're like,
that person.
this way, you get those cool flashlights? Yes, I know,
That,
right?
yes. Air
And they
traffic.
make good money.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Because it's dangerous. You could get hit by a plane.
Well, it's not going full speed.
Okay, I don't even think it needs to. It could be crawling at 5 miles an hour. And if you're not paying attention and that
Dunk.
front wheel rolls up your back,
Or you
I
get-
think you're done.
Where you get sucked in the engine and killed.
You went real dark. Real quick.
Yeah, well, it's happened. It's,
I
it's
know.
rare, but it's happened.
I know.
You're
Or
not
get
paying attention.
Hit by a prop.
Yeah,
what was that
prop
girl?
Chops
She-
your head off.
She was like a model and she got part of her face shaved off. Remember that?
Listen,
And lost an arm.
it's danger close. But it would be kind of cool to just like tell like a Delta.
Yeah. It's
plane,
like, all right, buddy.
Follow me.
Bring
you
in the big blue
jetliner.
plane. This
Come
way.
here. Come here. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Just a titch more. Just a titch more. Ah,
and
and we're good.
go to Colorado.
Cut the engine.
That would be fun because I love planes. I would like to work at an airport, just nothing has to do with going up in planes, and I wouldn't want to do traffic
Oh yeah,
control.
on the ground. Why?
If I screwed something up, I just killed people.
I wonder if any like domestic airlines ever buzz the tower.
I don't think Southwest buzzes the tower.
You don't know. Maybe Breeze,
Spirit. Maybe Spirit.
Breeze has like a long running joke or something. And they're like request a flyby, and
Here
they're like,
come those Breeze boys.
"All right,
again.
Johnson, no." And then boom.
I'll have to ask everyone at Akron Canton. Does anyone buzz the tower over there? Besides
Yeah.
the little guys. I'm talking about
Or
the real-
maybe because they have that army base, like the oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank on what it's called? Armory. It's
Yeah.
right over by the airport. So we have like the Chinook go over all the time. Like that kind of stuff. Maybe they get kind of like sassy and they buzz the tower before they go land
Do
over at the
airplane?
Armory.
Here's a dumb question. Do jets have horns? Can you honk? Do you honk a horn?
What?
Like if you're like up, do jets have a horn?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I've never been out in my yard doing yard work though, and like maybe there's a bird or a pigeon or something like that, and heard a jetliner be like, meep, meep.
Well, maybe not so much for in the air, but more in the ground, like when they're moving around or something. If someone's paying attention, you know what I mean? Auga! I don't know what it would sound like.
I'm googling it.
Just
They
curious.
do.
Well, there you go. There you go. They have horns.
Yes, many aircraft have horns, also known as mechanic horns. They're
Boom.
used to get the attention of ground crew. They're usually located in the nose wheel and are operated
That's
from the
great.
cockpit, much like a car horn.
There
On a
you go.
Boeing 747, the horn can be activated by pressing the P and the 1 keys. The horns are very loud and annoying on purpose so they can get attention of people quickly, such as maintenance crew, pilots, and others in the flight deck.
There you go.
I want to hear it now. Does anybody work at the airport that's listening that we can hear what a plane horn sounds like?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Why? There's all kinds of stuff. Like telling you why they have them.
Yes, I mean it's a safety thing for sure, but like it just sounded so weird.
I
'cause
don't know if this.
I
is
don't
gonna
know
work.
that thought has ever crossed my mind. Do planes have horns? You're like meep meep.
I don't know if this is. This says aircraft horns ground crew. I don't know. Oh, I have it muted because hold on. But it looks like it's just an instructional.
This is Airbus
Aircraft
321 Neo.
ground crew. I
737.
don't know why I have double audio.
I think it's because we're live as well, and you're unmuting the web.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's even it, but they have a horn. I was right. Someone texted in, I am deceased, LOL. Something I was wondering. I'm not saying you're up at 30,000 feet. Out of my way, Delta.
I just got a
Spirit coming through. I don't think it's like that.
I wonder if you like they sound different based on the airlines that own them. That'd be
hilarious.
funny.
That'd be hilarious if they had like,
Like if you had Spirit, it would be like Spirit. And Breeze.
Delta! Delta! Oh, sorry. Didn't see a couple. Ask you guys cringe things you've done. Trying to impress someone. I don't care if you go from now all the way back to when you were a kid. Said we do ours. I can tell you right now. One thing I remember doing this was middle school, me,
Yeah.
in my kitchen. I believe I played over the phone from my tape player. Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You for a girl on the phone.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
No!
Just thinking about it makes me want to run away.
I get it.
Just thinking about it.
You know what? That was
Makes
sweet,
me-
Christian. Though, how old were you?
It had to be junior high.
Okay, so yeah, you were really young. You were a baby.
No
Still.
excuse. No excuse. And that, you know how old I am? I held my house phone up to my tape player.
Well, what other option
In
did you have
In case
then?
you want to know how old I am. It was called a house phone, everyone. You had this
A
phone that was in-
landline.
A landline. Google that if you want to know how the settlers lived in America. That was probably one of mine that came to mind immediately.
Okay.
I played I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi on the telephone to a girl I like.
Solid.
What do you think yours is?
So back in high school, the football players would pick somebody every week to wear their jersey.
Ooh.
But like if you wore their jersey, you made them a box. Did you guys have that?
No. We had the cheerleaders made the senior boys like
We did
decorate
that
their
too.
lockers and
Yeah.
get candy. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the box situation. So the box would be like all their favorite stuff. So it'd be like candy and cookies and brownies.
okay.
And there was a guy that I really, really liked. So I made him boxes. We never dated, but I wanted to.
Multiple boxes?
I think I did it twice. And then I was like, this is crap.
What'd you put in it?
I baked brownies. I got his favorite candy.
Oh man, all that effort?
Yeah,
And you
for
thought
really nothing.
you thought the box was gonna be the way. Like
Yeah, I thought
he's
maybe it
gonna
could be
see
the tipping
this.
point. I was hoping.
and he's gonna be like, I gotta be with this Lauren girl. Look at all these brownies and candies.
Yeah, we were just friends.
Did he even say thank you?
Yeah.
It
He said
didn't-
thank you, but it
didn't
was
lead
like,
to anything.
right. It was like, thank you. And then someone else would walk around with his jersey on. Not me.
Oh man. All right, Jake, what do you got?
I don't think mine counts anymore, but I remember in middle school I DM'd this girl that I liked because we were friends for like a year and then she stopped talking to me completely.
Mhm.
And so I just sent her like a red picture of just like a red screen and I like poured my heart out to her over a DM and I never got a response.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean you put a red screen?
Look, you have
Like,
to like
a red background.
yeah. Like I think at the time on Instagram you had to put like a picture with it.
Yes.
You couldn't just like send a DM.
Oh, and you like
And I know what I didn't know what the picture should be, so I just put like a red screen or something
Yeah.
like and then
For
You
love.
Can you find that message?
I don't think so. I mean I haven't read
I
it
think you
since.
might be able to get up your messages in Instagram.
I'll let you look through it, but I don't. I don't.
And you
I remember pouring my heart out to her and like confessing like that I really liked her, but
Did she even write back?
nope.
You got
God damn it.
ghosted.
Oh, come on.
No!
You know what though? I commend you for going for it.
Thank you.
I commend you for going.
I mean, look
for
at all of us. It all worked out for us.
it. Hey, yeah, obviously we're all doing fine now.
Right.
But
The time it stung.
hey, listen, man.
All I've got to say is the guy that I made the box for, like, I think he's been divorced a couple times. Like,
Like, screw you, man. Screw you.
you had a chance.
God. Good Lord. Text message. I see some text messages. We'll get to them here in a second. I want to know as you look back in your memory right now, what's the most cringe thing to you that you remember doing to impress or try to get someone you like to like you, or maybe even just someone you were dating, you wanted to like impress them? What's the most cringe thing, in your opinion, you've ever done? That's pretty impressive. So, would you rather be a cop or a fireman?
Ooh, cop.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think, but I don't know.
Fireman.
You go fireman?
You could just sleep and like live in that house until you're needed.
Yeah, until you
Yeah,
have to
but
run
wait-
into a burning building.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2% of their actual job though.
Wow.
Whoa, what?
They do lots of other things.
Man,
I'm not saying they, but like the actual firefighting, like Nicolina interviewed somebody and they were talking about this.
Okay.
Who was she interviewing?
I forget the name, but it was somebody like one of the firemen. But they like the actual going into fires is like a very small part of the actual job. They do like other like
I know they
911
respond.
calls and,
I
like-
was gonna say they respond because they're with EMS.
yeah,
They also respond to like car accidents, things like that.
yeah.
They do the average kitten out of a tree if they've got time and are able and the circumstances are right.
Right.
I get that. But in that 2% of the time, you're running into a burning building.
Yeah, and I didn't imagine that would be fun. You could spray the hose and climb the
Fun?
ladders.
You say you imagine that would be fun?
Yeah, on a smaller
Fire
scale.
chief,
Yeah, maybe
Are you
a-
still listening?
Not anymore. Maybe a garbage can fire would be fun. That'd be fun.
We did that to learn how to use a fire extinguisher at the
Uh,
hospital. They
and a-
set a fire in a trash can and we had to put it out.
Yeah, I mean that would be like, ooh, look at the hose. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think they're both. They both have dangers. That's for sure.
100%.
They both have dangers. But I've
I
always
only say
wondered-
cop because I feel like at least you don't have to deal with the smoke and the flames and not being able to see, and you've got backup. Not that you don't have backup as a firefighter. I just feel like it's more hazardous in that you can't see your hand in front of your face because you're in a burning building.
Yeah.
Like I think that would make it. I think I would have a massive panic attack.
Yes.
Both take incredibly brave people.
This is from the fire chief to you, Jake. There you go. No, there's dangers to both, obviously, but I get what you were trying to say. A lot of times you drive by and you see them all sitting in those lawn chairs, chilling. But at any moment,
Yes.
they got to get changed, get in the truck, go.
Yes.
And you get to slide down poles.
You do get to
I
jump-
understand that.
You can do
Let
that.
me put
at
this up,
Diamond.
just to kind of put it into perspective. Like, I come from a family of firefighters. My grandfather was a firefighter. My dad was a firefighter. My aunt worked dispatch for years. And then my dad was also went on after he was a firefighter and EMT for a while. He went on and he was a police officer in Jackson Township in North Canton. And just some of the calls that I've heard that they were on for the fire department and the things you see and having to process, and not that you don't as a police officer, it's a different level. Accidents, responding to those, and fires where people couldn't get out.
Car accidents, yeah.
I mean, it was just awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think both jobs are very difficult. I think personally for me, it would be harder for me to be a firefighter.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm with Jake on this one. I'll take firefighter. Okay. I get that. Has this brought any rage out of you yet, Jake? Or are you still rageless?
Not yet.
Nothing. Nothing
It
bothers
takes quite
this
a
guy.
bit to get him ruffled.
Yeah, you think something would have pissed him off in the last couple of weeks.
I know.
God almighty.
It's not.
All right, Jake. Must be nice to live in your little world of zen, huh?
I used to meditate all the time, actually.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Stop.
When I was in high school, when I was going through some breakups, I got a guided meditation app. I would do it every morning before my shower.
Like on a yoga mat or like just in
No,
bed?
just on the bathroom floor.
Wait. So, when in high school, at Jackson High School, I hate when you make me stop the music. And you went through.
I love it.
Someone broke up with you,
Yeah.
and your thought was, "How do I get through this?" And you got a meditation app,
Yep.
and on your bathroom floor, would meditate every morning.
Every
before
morning
school.
for like a solid couple months. Yeah.
What would
It taught me things like how to set boundaries, how to
I'm glad it worked for you. It was the mental picture of seeing Jake sitting on the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I see, like in your bathroom and downward dog, and just
No, I
like
wasn't doing yoga. I was meditating. I had earplugs in. I got earplugs or headphones.
Did you have a salt lamp or anything?
No.
They say that like helps. And
What
it's
would
supposed
you do?
to
Would you like
improve-
sit Indian style and
Yeah.
just close your eyes?
Yep.
Why your bathroom? What's wrong with your bedroom?
I could have done in my bedroom. I don't know. I just always did it before my shower. So I got my clothes, put them in the shower, meditated, and took a shower. It was
with
like
the
a routine I
shower
did.
on while you were meditating
I don't think so.
to create a steamy
Did you
warm
say-
environment?
wait,
Because it was only
wait, wait.
5-minute meditation.
I'm trying to like paint a picture. I'm sorry.
Wait, did you say you got out of your clothes then meditated?
No.
Oh, I was like, you were
I got my
nude
clothes-
meditating.
I'm hoping that's
I did.
what
I think
you
I
said.
did. I think I did say that, but I didn't mean that. Like I got my clothes ready. Like
And put him in the
so clo-
bathroom.
Yeah,
Right.
I was still clothed while I was meditating.
So you would sit Indian style on your cold bathroom floor as opposed to your bedroom.
Yeah, did you put a towel down or
There was a
mat?
rug.
Okay.
There's bathroom rugs.
Okay.
And you would what? Like, would there be like music playing?
Yeah, it has soft, music. It was a guided meditation, so like he would tell you to.
I've
like,
done it with the Calm app, like the breathe in,
Yeah,
hold it, now breathe out through the nose.
yeah. He would just
know what I
talk to you
mean?
about
Like-
like, certain things, and it was always like every day was a new lesson or whatever.
And usually, like, there's some ocean waves crashing in the background, like some very calming sort of musical or audio stimulation.
Wow, that is.
I tried to use the Calm app. I tried to meditate when I was having my surgery done because they kept me awake for it.
That is.
I wigged out. There was no amount of meditation that could have calmed me down.
And did it help you?
Yeah, it did. It got me through some stuff, and it calmed me down, and I learned some things.
Oh,
Was it like this?
we needed some Enya to back
Sure.
this up. Do you know what this is?
I do not.
It's called
yeah,
Sail Away.
yeah, I've heard it.
It's actually called Orinoco Flow
Whatever.
by Enya with an E.
Miles wants to know what app you use.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was
do-
Blue.
Oh, okay, I remember
It
that.
might have been the Calm app, but I don't know if it was.
I love the Calm app. I listen to that every night when I go to bed. Thunderstorms or crickets. Yep.
So the guy would just talk to you?
Yeah,
Like, you're a good person.
sometimes.
No,
Yeah, and then
it's
you make you
okay
repeat
to
things.
say
Yeah,
no. Yeah, like
Don't beat yourself up.
it's positive affirmations and like reinforcement to try and like mentally help you understand what you're going through is normal and
You're a winner.
you can handle it.
All right.
I I'm proud of you for taking such
Thanks.
mature steps in high school. Seriously.
Just threw me off. Just threw me off for a second. I'm fine. I support it. I just was like, oh.
Did somebody recommend that, or you just did that on yourself?
I don't know. I really don't. I remember watching like it was comedy videos and I don't know. It was just a YouTube channel of like Charisma on Command. I think it was called. Or, like,
Charisma on Command.
yeah, and it was like they
That's
taught you how to like.
fantastic.
I don't know. I don't know how I found it. I really don't remember.
I love that though. Taking his own coping skills into his own hands, and I think that's good. Being
Comes right up in
proactive.
YouTube. Charisma on Command comes right up. The best. Oh, is it a podcast?
I don't know. It was years ago. I watched
Maybe
it.
it
It
wasn't
could be
at
now.
that point. Yeah, now it is.
I'm getting a lot of comedy videos when I put that in. I thought it came up, but I'm getting a lot of comedy videos. Find your passion in less than 3 minutes. Oh, how to be funny. How to make them laugh. All right.
Maybe I need to watch this.
How to be the most confident version of yourself.
How to never be boring in a conversation. I get accused of that all the time. Boring storyline.
Hey guys, I found buttons yesterday.
Hey.
Lots of people fall asleep during a meditation. It means they need it. If you don't think you can do it, you really need it. Why don't you still meditate, Jake? Someone wants to know.
I don't know. I just kind of got out of it. I would like to. I want to
He
get
met
back into
Star.
it. Sure,
It's true.
that is true.
That is true. All right, there you go. Things you don't know. We've learned a lot in today's show.
We really have.
By the way, could someone look outside? Alien check.
Hey everybody, it's Jake from the Q92 Morning Show. I just wanted to come on and thank everybody that's been supporting us and watching and listening for the last year or two since we started this live stream video. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's still fun. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say thanks. Thanks to Christian and Lauren for bringing me onto this team and producing the live stream in the mornings. It's been a lot of fun. I love both of them. They're like my work family. They're both kind of like my parents. You have no idea the conversations that happen off air about life lessons and things that I should or should not do. It's been a lot of fun. I just want to thank them for giving me this opportunity. I know that we had a great year, and I know that we're going to even have a better year next year. And I just want to thank everybody. It means a lot that you guys come on and watch and check in with us every morning. The early risers, the OGs. Love ya. That's it. Our family will be back together on the 4th, so all of us, Christian, Lauren, and Jakey Poo, will see you in the next year. Love you, bye.